Welcome back to Beyond the Curve. I have some really great and exciting videos for you today. I hope you enjoy them. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right to it.
This footage proves that Taylor Swift is a clone. Watch this.
Glamour Gals Collection. Dolls, party plays, fancy fireworks, the Showplace collector's kit, each sold separately. You can send in proofs of purchase from any 3 Glamour Gals dolls. Jessie, Danny, Bonnie, or Shara in any of 3 outfits. And get Jessie in fancy formal free. Details on the specially marked packages. Offer expires on March 1st, 1982. Glamour Gals Collection. Jessie and Beautiful Bride. Other dolls and playsets sold separately. New from Ken.
So the real question is, who was Taylor cloned from? Because
I know of clones being made in the projects. What could you elaborate on that and your experience with clones, Randy and Tim?
Sure. A clone is basically just a copy. It's essentially a soulless copy of a person. My understanding is that there is a requirement that is the tiniest fraction of that person's soul that has to be attached to the physical body so that the cells duplicate beyond 32 or 64 or what it is. So there's a limitation. They won't grow past that if there isn't some piece of a soul in there. But because it's just a teeny little sliver, they don't really have one. And so they're not considered a person. They're not legally considered a person because they're not a soul inside them. So they tend to be not very bright. They tend to be very undisciplined. They tend to be very difficult to train if you're trying to train a clone to actually fight. That's why we ended up abandoning clone armies, because they're a horrible idea. But a clone is basically just a copy. Now, if in my case, this is not my original body has been destroyed, and because it was beat up and bruised and old so many times that they had to give me a young one and put me back. So this is a clone body, but I'm not a clone because as soon as they put my soul into the body, it's now a person.
I think we should be taking anyone seriously that has scientists who are knowledgeable in this area and the means, the money to be able to do this. Yes.
Pediatrician Dr. Arturo Brito sat on President Bill Clinton's National Bioethics Commission, which looked at the ethical and scientific dilemmas of human cloning. The major problem, he says, is we just don't know how cloned babies will turn out. They may be deformed or stillborn or may develop.
I'm pretty sure we do know happened in the late 1800s.
Significant problems in later life.
There are many things we don't know about what happens with cloning that make this child, who looks perfectly healthy, have many problems later on down the line. And we're just talking about biological or at the medical level. We're not talking about even at the psychological level, but at the medical level, we don't know what problems can happen because a clone would have a cell or genes that are actually older than the way a child is produced from a natural process of fertilization.
Nonetheless, in America, scientists are already cloning body parts. This is a human bladder, made of real-life human bladder cells. Humans made to order, mothers giving birth to themselves, babies conceived just so their body parts can be transplanted. Come with me into the scary new world of cloning. The nightmarish stuff of science fiction has suddenly become a reality. The genie is out of the bottle, said scientists in Scotland earlier this year when they successfully cloned a sheep. And they weren't kidding. Using those same techniques, it's now possible to clone humans. What's more, there are doctors ready and able to do it.
Already been done.
In the world we've all known, it's meant to happen something like this. Boy meets girl, they fall in love, and through that relationship they conceive a baby. But now there's a potential new way to create life, and it has many of us terrified. It's called human cloning.
It will happen. And it will not be done for the best reasons. It will be done for all kinds of bizarre reasons, but be in no doubt that it will be done.
I see it as just one more tool in the whole array of tools that we now have to help people have children.
Or to deceive people.
I think that's a very, very important reason that cloning should be allowed.
The battle has been joined, even as the first cloned baby remains a glimmer in the eye of scientists. After all, what we're talking about doing is making exact replicas of ourselves.
Minus the soul.
Strictly speaking, it would be legal to clone me, for example, tomorrow. And this is the place it's most likely to happen, a leading IVF clinic outside of New York. Behind those walls, there are people with the technology.
Imagine that in New York where they cloned all the babies and shipped them off around the world on them orphan trains.
The ability and the desire to genetically engineer human embryos, to be the first in the world to successfully clone a human being.
There's no doubt that human beings will be cloned.
Dr. Jacques Cohen, a leader in his field, simply needs the approval of his clinic's ethics committee to make history. So if I had the money, you had the permission, you could clone me tomorrow.
Well, I wouldn't say tomorrow. It'll take a year or two. We could clone you probably within 2 years.
What you're seeing here is an actual cloning taking place at the research facility in Scotland that pioneered the technique. In theory, it's blindingly simple. Here, it's an animal, but just as easily, you can take a cell from a human. A scraping of skin will do. Then, get an egg from a female, remove the nucleus and fuse the two with a spark of electricity. And ta-da, you have an embryo. Implant the embryo in a woman, and 9 months later, you have a carbon copy of the person from whom the skin scraping was taken. What is wrong with me cloning me for a child?
I'd feel sorry for your child. Your child is going to grow up with a tremendous emotional baggage of having to cope with you trying to live your life out again through her. I would feel sorry for a child like that. What happens to identity? What happens to personality? What happens to teenage rebellion when you're rebelling against yourself? When a parent says, you know, I can see you take after me. This is absolutely taking after. Looking at all aspects of gene technology, how we can take a gene from your body and put it into one of those goldfish.
And make a very exciting goldfish.
Well,
Dr. Patrick Dixon.
And if that child has no soul, would it be accepted by God? Would it get into heaven? These are all questions we need to ask ourselves.
This is me. This is 23-year-old Jaguar Wright, first photo shoot. But when I heard the girl at the store say, I love her, and I said, well, that's me. She said, oh, I thought that was Chloe Bailey. It got me to thinking. Now, me and Chloe Bailey's career has about 20 years in lapse, time, gap. And yet, she looked like me. This is what they do to us. They turn us into a figure. They turn us into an archetype. They get the image that they know will work for the public. And then they keep creating replica after replica after replica in real time. Shout out to Chloe Bailey.
The 3 presidents that are believed to be cloned. Number 3, Vladimir Putin. The Russian president has been cloned several times since he came to power in 2000. Some people say that the clones are used to avoid assassination attempts and to maintain a strong image of leadership. They also point out the differences in Putin's appearance and behavior over the years, which make it more believable. Number 2, Kim Jong-un. The North Korean leader is also rumored to have clones that serve as his body doubles. Some sources claim that the clones are trained from childhood to mimic Kim's personality and mannerisms. Also, the clones are used to deceive the international community and to hide Kim's health problems. Before revealing the number 1, remember to subscribe and like the video. Number 1, Joe Biden. Usually this is because Joe Biden always behaves in a very weird way when he's outside, when he is talking, or when he is walking. In addition, his face looks like a fake mask and is not planted right, which makes many people believe in this theory. But still, there's no 100% evidence and proof to support this claim. And you? Do you think these presidents are really cloned? Let me know in the comments.
Yes, I do.
One of the scariest things that ever happened on live TV. Watch this.
On August 19th, 1987, a broadcast from the KNBC studios in Burbank, California was taking place. Everything was going as planned. That was until a special guest entered the room.
Now, one of the nicest things about shopping by mail order. Pardon me? What is this?
A man named Gary Stolman entered the room brandishing a firearm which has been blurred to accommodate TikTok's guidelines. He managed to gain access to the studio by claiming to be a guest of one of the station workers. He pointed the firearm at KNBC journalist David Horowitz and ordered him to read a written statement.
When I began receiving disturbing calls from my parents, which led me to believe that something terrible was going on.
This statement, prepared by Stolman himself, claimed that his father Max, who worked as the KNBC pharmacist reporter, was, quote, not his biological father, but a clone created by the CIA and alien forces. Despite Horowitz remaining calm, he later stated that he was frightened but remained calm so the situation did not get worse. After the statement was finished, Stolman placed the weapon on the desk and admitted it was an unloaded BB gun after being taken.
Cloning is real. All right. All I need to do is take 2 cells off of your body, yours.
Uh-huh.
We give them a small electrical charge. I'm just connecting. Now I'll act like a fertilized egg. If I got a fertilized egg, all I need is a receiver in order to make it. So they were hypnotizing women, said they were being invaded by aliens. And the fetus starts growing, right? Needs food, where they can use cows and sheep too.
Exactly.
Again, a food source. That's all we need. After about 14 weeks, all of a sudden that fetus is gone because they've learned to take, that's when the fetus starts developing its own blood supply. Then they've used a pituitary hormone extract that they have, which accelerates the being that grows. And the original technology was given to our government by the Greys. Now, the reason was that our scientists were all excited because we could have spare parts. If you need
By Greys, I think he means demons.
a heart or a liver or anything, you won't have any rejection. It's your own DNA, right?
Okay, because theoretically, if we have overpopulation,
probably going to die for this somewhere along the lines. It's not good. Okay, picture this. I'm memory repressed about everything. Couldn't remember anything. I'm still getting side effects from this. I was memory repressed about the cloning stuff until I was 30 years old. They call it the awakening when they give you back the memories. Turns out they had me there since I was 5 years old. Okay, and my family's there, my family members and everything, and they said they're not going to lie on a lie detector test about it. It's pretty big. Like they were going to kill me. They said. Thing is, the way that this cloning works, okay, there's 2 different kinds of cloning, and it confuses people. Now, there's replication cloning where it comes up as a baby, right? Put the cells in and make the same person as a baby. Well, there's duplication cloning as well, where they grow you in a big, thick tank full of water. And well, there's a few different grades of cloning. There's Mark 1 to 4 that I know of. And the problem I'm having is with the Mark 2. The thing is, Mark 1 was around at the end of the World War II, but it was a primitive clone, lots of side effects. Anyway, this is even on the net. Before I started blasting on the net about this, somebody said something about the Mark 1 to 4.
You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. Don't tell me what to do, and don't tell me what to say. Please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display. You don't own me. Don't try to change me in any way. You don't own me. Don't tie me down, 'cause I never stay.
They can't control me. They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they can't control me. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And this truth is going to be heard. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
We could all go to jail if they want us to.
Most
is
famous
very
people
prevalent.
go to
It's like a
cloning.
secret thing
It's
among
their
the
secret,
elite. They use it
creepy
for their
club.
crazy stuff. You name it, they've done it. Like jump off cliffs, everything. I know all about it. The thing was, when I was memory repressed, I was seeing other people becoming unmemory repressed, and I hated this place and these people. It's a bunch of scumbags doing nasty things to each other, right? Like, there's privileged ones there, and there's underprivileged ones there, and so people are pretty mean on people. And well, I wanted them to do the awakening on me, so I could go to the cops and get the cops on them. Well, the thing is, they are the cops too. Like, this is the linchpin in how the Illuminati NWO works, because like most of the leaders from the G20 countries go there, about 14 of the G20 countries, and then there's leaders from countries that don't even fit in the G20 that go there too, right? I have to tell you, Queen Elizabeth is there, Stephen Harper, Canadian Prime Minister, Obama is there, Vladimir Putin is there, the Pope is even there. All kinds of heads of different factions of different things. The head of the Mexican drug cartel is there. Mafia in Italy is there. Man, everybody is there. It's like the rich guy's crazy club that'll never get caught. And you have to be real privileged to go there. Well, I don't want to go there. And I'm not privileged there. I'm pretty low on the totem pole there, actually, probably the lowest. So anyway, they all threatened me never to talk about it, and as long as I've been divulging this stuff on Facebook, they've been bringing me there and threatening me and stuff, and then asking me not to mention them specifically, what they've done there and stuff, and panicking really, and trying to deter me with stabbing my clones there, burning the clones and everything. And I'm telling you, it's like real. It's clear as day. It's not like having a dream unless they drug you. If you're there, you're totally coherent, and you can't pinch yourself and wake up or slap yourself, or people would. And I don't know of a way to block this consciousness transfer to the clones. Otherwise, I would, like be in a tinfoil room or something. I don't know if there is a way to block it.
Is that it? Oh, I'm afraid you're it.
What do you mean I'm it? I can't be it. You mean you think I'm the clone?
That's right.
I can't be the clone. I'm me. He's got to be the clone. No, see, I'm me. I'm me. Help me out here. I am me, right?
Look here. Sit up.
I gotta be me.
Hold this. Attaboy. Now, look here. You see that?
I see it too.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
I remember everything. I remember coming in here. I remember putting this thing on. I remember getting the shot.
Of course, you have all of Doug's feelings, all of his quirks, all of his memories, right up to the moment of cloning. But from now on, to whatever extent you have different experiences, then you begin to diverge.
What do I feed it?
What do I feed it?
Feed it. So,
Babies.
Sorry. Sorry. Bad choice of words. I didn't mean that. I mean, it eats something.
He's a person just like you. Now, we'll provide him with duplicate identification, some clothes to wear home. You take care of the rest.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to leave you two alone. You'll have a lot to talk about. I'll be in my office. Astonishing.
What? Nothing. So, where are you from?
Celebrities who were supposedly replaced or cloned. Will Ferrell. His life had ended back in 2006 of March. He was paragliding in high wind in Southern California and lost control and crashed into the trees. Adam Sandler. He met the angel of death on January 13th of 2017. He ended himself. The police department even made remarks about his death. Jeff Goldblum is the next one who met his demise. He was in New Zealand in 2009 filming for a movie. His mother called him to be sure he was still alive as she even thought he was gone. Was he cloned? Dwayne Johnson. The Rock. Back in April 2017, the legend himself had passed away, but he suddenly went on air a few days later saying it was a hoax, and he would like to show his dead foot up Lose a hole to whoever spread this rumor.
Martin Lawrence and a Will Smith clone. And the crazy part is, how can you be born to look like another person? Let that sit and sink in. How can you be born to look like people that already look like that? No one is made the same. And no one on this planet looks the same. But these two look exactly like Martin Lawrence and Will Smith because they are clones. They were created that way in a lab. Why do they look like them so much? That's not normal. During the movie, you think it's Martin Lawrence and you think it's Will Smith, and it's not. And there's more than just one clone of them. Because a lot of people out there don't believe in clones. These guys right here are very big. Out of the blue, you have never seen them before until Bad Boys came out. Now they're trending, they're all over the place. 1 million followers. Out of nowhere. These are the clones of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. You can't come out looking like somebody else. You are only cloned to look and be like somebody else with the real features, the real face. And you can tell by the eyes and the faces, they are not connecting. It looks off.
agree.
Celebrity cloning, a wild conspiracy or a chilling reality. Let's uncover 4 dark truths about the whispers surrounding Hollywood's biggest stars. 1. Ageless icons. Some celebrities seem immune to time. Experts say it's good genetics, but others hint at cloning technology, keeping their youthful image alive. 2. Behavioral glitches. Sudden personality shifts or breakdowns. Are they just stress, or could they be clones malfunctioning under public scrutiny? 3. Disappearing acts. Ever noticed how some stars vanish for months only to return different? Could it be cloning replacements stepping in? 4. Secret facilities. Rumors of underground labs funded by shadowy elites where celebrity DNA is stored and replicated. If true, who's controlling these stars? Hollywood's glamorous facade might hide a chilling secret. What do you believe?
Hello, Earth. I'm Alec Baldwin, TV star. You know, they say TV will rot your brain. That's absurd. TV only softens the brain like a ripe banana to take it all the way. We've created Hulu. Hulu beams TV directly to your portable computing devices, giving you more of the cerebral gelatinizing shows you want anytime, anywhere, for free.
Not a cloning video, but so true.
Always
act out because I want your love. Dynamite! Mushy mush. And the best part is there's nothing you can do to stop it. I mean, what are you going to do? Turn off your TV and your computer? Once your brains are reduced to a cottage cheese like mush, we'll scoop them out with a melon bowler and gobble them right on up. Oops. I think I'm drooling a little. Because we're aliens. And that's how we roll. Hulu, an evil plot to destroy the...
He means demons.
Why does Miley Cyrus look exactly like Justin Bieber? If you've ever paid attention, you'll notice that Cyrus looks like Bieber with a wig. At one point, they even had the same hairstyle. Even though they're not related at all, they practically look like twins. What's eerie is that Hollywood has this whole clone conspiracy. For instance, there's a rumor that Avril Lavigne actually died in 2003, and the one we see now is just a clone. Some even suspect that Beyonce has been replaced by a clone, especially after rumors of a fake pregnancy and a weird video of her at a basketball game started circulating. Hollywood has plenty of celebrities who look eerily alike, like Tom Cruise and Colin Egglesfield, Tilda Swinton and Chris Martin, or Henry Cavill and Matt Bomer. In reality, Cyrus and Bieber are just really good friends. They often have dinner together, talk about their relationships, and there have even...
Don't believe that.
Do you know about this video of Justin Bieber? Here, right here. This moment sent all his fans into a frenzy. The moment where Justin allegedly revealed himself to be a lizard man. In today's episode of Unexplained, we take a look at the best and most shocking, most insane celebrity conspiracy theories that just don't quit. Number 1. This is probably the most famous conspiracy theory of all time, that sometime between 2002 and now, Canadian pop-punk icon Avril Lavigne died, and she was allegedly replaced by a doppelganger, an actress named Melissa. The clone theory originated on the Brazilian blog titled Avril is Dead. The proof? There are a number of before and after photos that show the different marks on her body and an altered shape of her nose and face. And also clues in her lyrics from the Avril actress, who were supposedly trying to tell the truth to her fans. Number 2. Another famous theory loved by theorists around the world includes time travel, immortality, and Keanu Reeves. There could actually be proof that the Matrix actor possesses the gift of eternal life and has lived for centuries in various identities. From King Charlemagne of the Franks to a doctor and a French actor, there are multiple photos of men who bear a striking resemblance to Keanu Reeves. When
Cloned throughout the years.
5 celebrities who have been supposedly replaced by clones. Number 5, Jamie Foxx. Back in April 2023, Jamie Foxx had a serious medical emergency and stayed out of the public eye for months. When he finally showed up in public again, some folks noticed that he looked gaunt and pale. That led some people to believe that he had actually passed away and been replaced by a clone. Number 4, Eminem. There are conspiracy theorists who claim that Eminem died all the way back in 2006 and that the guy we see now is a clone who replaced him. They point to things like changes in his voice and his hair turning black as evidence. Number 3, Beyonce. According to the whole replacement theory, nobody's seen the real Beyonce. There's this wild claim that the real Beyonce died in 2000, and the record company executives used her stem cells to create a clone so that the clone could keep the money rolling in. Number 2, Miley Cyrus. There's a theory floating around that in 2013, Miley Cyrus's rebellious behavior really hurt Disney's reputation. So, supposedly, Disney had her killed and dumped her body in the desert and then replaced her with a clone. This clone had a cleaner image and even sang the hit song Flowers. Number 1, Britney Spears. In 2007, Britney Spears went through a mental health crisis, and after that, her appearance and behavior changed quite a bit. Fans believe that her Instagram videos were generated by AI, so they suspect that she was replaced by a clone.
Creep on in, on in, on in.
You can count on me. Call me when you need.
What you doing? What you doing? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. You got plans. Don't say that.
Yo, that showed Stringfellow Hawk as Melania.
About to go down, going all out. This is right now, yeah.
What up, bro? You don't need to rub your eyes. You're seeing this, bro. You're looking at one of the best actors in the world. If it was up to me, I'd probably have 2 Oscars and 2 Emmys. But, you know how it is. We're also here with this guy, Jamie, who he saw me on the range a little earlier and decided, hey, you want to come play with me? And I'm like, yeah, I'll play you $1,000 a hole. So let me show you what I'm going to do.
Surviving Hollywood, Jamie Foxx. In this series, we're going to talk about the rise of Jamie Foxx. Him having his own TV show to him being cloned, allegedly. I'm going to let y'all know the difference between big forehead Jamie Foxx and small forehead Jamie Foxx. Trust me, there's a difference. This man right here is not Jamie Foxx. He has stories about celebrity parties, about Diddy, and everybody else he ran across. They had to hush him up. They had to take over. Part 2, we're going to talk about his upbringing and how he got his own show.
Watch very carefully because no one can explain what happened to Cardi B.
Yes, be involved. Y'all want to be involved so bad, but nobody asked me about them gift. What's good?
Look at the other host.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. Take the gift cards.
Now notice how he claps 3 times and then it's as if nothing ever happened.
Take the gift cards. Take the gift cards. Take the gift card.
Yeah, because they might put what's
Cloning and MK Ultra combined.
Nicolas Cage and his clone.
Identical Nick Cages. Well, Seth, I can explain if you just calm down. I'm calm. Okay, as everyone knows, my dream as an actor is to appear in every film ever released. However, until now, I've only been able to muster a measly 90%. Sure, of course. But fortunately, today, science has prevailed. And I'm proud to announce that my cloning experiment has finally come to fruition. I'm sorry, cloning
Truth in plain sight, making jokes.
experiment?
Well, that's exactly right, Seth. I am his clone.
Oh, well, that does make sense, because you two are identical in every way. Not in every way, Seth.
Well, while physically we are exactly the same, there are some slight differences personality-wise.
Yes, for example, this Nick is calm and stealthy like a ninja warrior.
Whereas this Nick is an exaggerated, screaming psychopath who really just doesn't exist.
Sometimes they just malfunction.
That's normal. Well, that's all I got for you today. I hope you liked the videos. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave comments. And have a great day.